In rock and roll, there are many unlikely friendships formed on the road, and quite often we hear of rock stars who were friends and drinking buddies that we wouldn't expect to be friends. One of these unlikely pairings was between John Bonham and Ritchie Blackmore. While the two weren't best friends, they knew each other from their respective music scenes and often played in the same places, so of course the two would run into each other and hang out at the local bars. Now, Blackmore knew Jimmy Page and respected him as an influential session musician in London, and later as a member of the Yardbirds and Led Zeppelin. But according to Blackmore, between Bonham and him, the two would occasionally run into each other at the same parties or bars and bonded over their disdain for touring. While they both loved performing, they hated being away from their homes and their families and longed to be back home. Things would be all good and fun between the two until they both got drunk. And John was no ordinary drinker. The man could drink more than almost anyone else, but often turned from a sweet, intelligent man to a nasty, loud, belligerent bear, according to Ritchie. Ritchie would recall one story where Bonham saw him at the bar and was already too drunk to conversate. So Bonham began mocking Blackmore and said, "It must be really hard to stand there and go, bum, 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 ba bum, singing the Smoke on the Water riff." And in return, Blackmore hit back at John saying, "At least we don't copy anybody," accusing Zeppelin of stealing the main hook from Jimi Hendrix's version of Hey Joe and putting a faster rhythm on it for Whole Lotta Love. The two would later apologize to each other, saying they went too far, and burying the hatchet the same night. Ritchie would later feel sorry for John and understood why he spent most of his time drinking. He said the problem for John was that he would say whenever Zeppelin finished a tour that he wasn't going to tour again and he wasn't going to America, and that was it. Problem was, Peter Grant would bring a new Lamborghini to Bonzo's house, and Peter would tell John to go to his garage and see what was there. And right there before him would be a new sports car, and John would finally give in and agree to do another tour. Ritchie felt sorry for John and said John would often break down and cry drunk about going back home. He was tired of America, going to Los Angeles, New York, Chicago. Bonham just didn't want to do it anymore. He missed the days of being in a small band in Birmingham and enjoyed playing in small, intimate clubs. He didn't care about all the fame. It was hard for him to sleep in hotel rooms, be away from his family for months at a time, try and get sleep whenever he was going through different time zones, and perform 2 to 3 hour shows every night and keep up at the level the band and him were playing at. He says John was a good man and a family man, and he was one of the greatest drummers and sweetest men he ever knew. He admired him a lot and considers his death a tragedy. Ritchie claims Bonham was depressed all the time and he could never say no to his band. He believes John's death could have been prevented if Zeppelin had taken some sort of break. John was overworked and needed time off. But what do you guys think? Was Bonham's alcoholism a result of that hectic tour schedule? Should Zeppelin have taken a break or called it quits before Bonham's death? Could his death have been prevented? What do you guys think of Ritchie's comments? Let us know in the comments down below if you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe to the channel and like the video if you enjoyed it. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.